We are in All Hallows Church on the Gainsborough estate in the far east end of Ipswich, standing in the heart of its community. And we're not in a church that's 1,000 years old, but it was actually built in 1938 and finished in 1939. Built for this community, built as part of it, built of brick just the same as the houses are, brilliantly designed by a chap called Munro Courtley, who was our diocesan architect and surveyor for 33 years, whose father was rector of Westerfield, whose monument stands above the pulpit in Westerfield Church. And his work is seen all over Suffolk. But this is probably one of his greatest churches that he designed from scratch with a very, very tight budget on a site that's very odd to put a church on. And what he created here was wonderful. It hasn't got the airs and graces of lots of our Gothic churches, including some of his. But my goodness me, it's been a marvellous spiritual powerhouse ever since then. If you were approaching the church down Landseer Road on the outside, you'd wonder what on earth it was. It looks a little bit like a big parish hall with a tower that looks like a hospital chimney. Just fits the neighbourhood beautifully and is part of it. But when you open the door to come inside, it is totally different and is full of treasures. Once inside, you have got a building that is absolutely steeped in the atmosphere of prayer and devotion because it has been such a loved building throughout its life. A lovely setting for worship. Ever since the place was consecrated, people have worked hard here to build up the body of Christ in this place. And throughout the time, in its different ways and its changing situations, it's been very much at the heart of its community, as indeed it still is. Since All Hallows was built over 70 years ago, it stood as a wonderful witness to the presence of God in the heart of this very special community in Ipswich. Here people have said their prayers, here people have celebrated the Holy Eucharist, here God has been real to them. They love it, they care for it, they still use it. It's still a real advert for Christ in this place, and hopefully it will continue to be for many, many years to come.